Richard, you've just spoken at the planning meeting about Meteor Ford development. Would you like to tell us what you said to the panel just then?
What I said just then?
Yes.
Yes, sure. Yes, it was to say that the hard facts about the case seem to be utterly overwhelming. But I'd like to add some of the soft points which are often not easily considered by planners because it's not necessarily their brief. The particular soft fact is to do with the issue of identity of an area. And identity seems to be something which is so crucial that we have to take it seriously. It carries on football teams, it carries on sports clubs, it carries on musical clubs, churches, sense of identity, and that's what Moseley has to a very excellent degree, it seems to me. I was interrupted by the planning chair, quite understandably, because I wanted to say something about these soft points. But the main thing about that, in my head, emotionally, really, or into my guts, is that I have planning in my blood. My father was a chief planning officer in the whole area of northern England, and in his latter days, before he died, had enormous regrets about some mistakes he made in planning. Not to do with traffic, necessarily, not to do with housing, not to do with old people's homes, but to do with what he had destroyed in terms of the identity of a town or a small part of the city. How actually catastrophic in the sense that had been to the whole community, in creating areas of blight initially, and creating areas of just unknown identity later on. And identity essentially is about the character of an area. It's about the character of Moseley, which clearly the different shops, the different people. But it's also about commitment, and commitment helps the character, and character helps the commitment of a place. And Moseley has a tremendous sense of commitment of people, like coming here tonight, and umpteen organisation exists in Moseley, make it a very exceptional place. And by potentially destroying that variety through having a big superstore, supposedly, or even a medium superstore, to have far more traffic, to have a situation which is really beyond the realm of what Moseley can cope with, it just seems to be utterly destructive. It's just not common sense at all.
No.
And planning has to be for people. And that's the whole point of planning. It's about helping people. And at the end of the day, people vote, and they don't necessarily vote on hard facts, they vote on soft ones as well. And so the crucial point about how you not just preserve, but you make sure that the preservation is actually for the good of the earth, and anything which is meant to preserve actually is beneficial, not something which destroys, because destruction is so easy done in a short time.
Yeah.
But to make sure that what we are doing is being constructive with one another in a kind of partnership. I hope that gives you an idea.
That's perfect. Thank you.